Okay, here we go. Explanation. Of course, you pick the ones that are going to be special right triangles. So how do I know they're special right triangles? All right, so let's look at this one. So let's see, we're given the fact that OJ is 10. So OJ is 10, and we're trying to find the chord JK. Well, it's high school math. Let's draw triangles. So if I draw that triangle right there, notice we'll ignore the triangle. I just drew a central angle. KOJ is a central angle. Well, the arc is 120, so that means the central angle is 20. Now tilt your head sideways to the left in that triangle. If OJ is 10, well, OK is also a radius, so it's 10. Hey, we got a isosceles triangle. Cut that isosceles triangle in half. So I turned it sideways. So if I cut it in half, well, then 120 in half means that that angle right there is 60. Can you match those two triangles up? I just took that isosceles triangle there, OJK, cut it in half, not left to right. Or yeah, I did do it left to right. What am I saying? Yeah. Okay. So it's a 30, 60, 90. On a generic 30, 60, 90, the one on the right there. Let's see. The short leg is A, the hypotenuse is 2A, and the long leg is A root 3. So let's see what piece of information we have. Well, we have the hypotenuse is 10. So that literally means that 10 is equal to 2A. A little bit of algebra there. That means A is equal to 5. So anywhere I see an A, I can write a 5. Now, what are we trying to find? We're trying to find JK. So that's the long leg, which is A root 3, but that's half of a triangle, half of the big triangle. I need two of them. So JK is 2 of those A root 3s. And if A is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, you get 10 root 3. So there's number 17. Believe it or not, 18 is done the same way. It's going to be a special right triangle. Okay, let's see. What are we given? OE. So OE is 8 root 3. Well, that's a pretty ugly number. And we're trying to find HG. HG is the entire diameter. So if I could find the radius, I just doubled the radius. Now, I'm suspiciously going to make another triangle because OD is also a radius. So if I could figure out what OD and double it is, that would also be equal to HG because that would be a diameter. Now, notice I have a right triangle. And let's see, I got 150 degrees from H to F. Well, that leaves 30 degrees for that piece. And look at that shape on the bottom there of the circle. We've got that upside down cross there at 90 degrees. And we know if you have a radius or a diameter that goes through a chord at 90 degrees, it breaks the other chord or breaks the chord and it breaks the arc into half. It's the midpoint. So if GF is 30, well, then DG is also 30. So therefore, DOG, dog, is a central angle. So that means that I got a 30, 60, 90 triangle again. So if I can just find DO there, well, then I double it and I'm done. So let's think of our generic 30, 60, 90 again. The short leg is A, hypotenuse is 2A, long leg is A root 3. So what piece of information do we have this time? We have OE. So OE is the long leg. So that means the long leg is 8 root 3. And now what I want you, this is slick. What I want you to pay attention here, I'll do it in blue here, is that this says 8 root 3. And on the generic one, it says A root 3. Well, the only way that would happen is if that A was actually equal to 8. Now, I don't have to actually set up an equation and solve it because it literally says 8 root 3 and A root 3. Normally, I would have to set something equal to A root 3 and then solve for A. But in this case, I can see what A is. A has got to be the value 8. So if I apply that to my triangle, if A is 8, and what do I want? I want the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse of a special right triangle is double A or 2A. So DO would be 16 because it would be 2 times A. If A is 8, 2 times 8 is 16. But wait a minute, I don't want DO, I want HG. HG is a diameter. DO is a radius. Double the radius and you get the diameter. There you go. There's your explanation.